We're really honored to be here, and we really don't belong. You guys are amazing. I can't read and write, so all these names and books y'all are saying, I don't really get it. I know I would like to read more, but that just wasn't a skill set that God gave me. So I can listen to it and I can watch it on YouTube. But it's amazing what we've learned from you guys, and we're very proud and happy to be here. HAGLER Systems is a family-owned company, and we're basically the fourth generation of brothers owning companies. Every generation's different, and I'm not sure why it happened, didn't plan on it, but we're now since 96 in business. We've changed many different times, and we're having to change again in order to grow with a life. We were originally pump engineers, process engineers, pumping sand and gravel. I sold a lot of the pumps that are the Hong Kong airport and the islands in Dubai. They were made by my father's company that he sold to a German KSB. To the left, okay. So
you're right.
At any rate, we've transformed several different times, and the last 3 years have been very tough. We design and build mining equipment for oil sands, for dredging, for phosphate companies, so it's a lot different than a lot of you guys. We're an engineer to order. We'd love to have a product line, love to make a car. It must be a great thing to do, to have inventory, and not have to invent everything you do. Wrong direction. So we design and build custom equipment. This is a project we just got an order for, 2 of them for the oil sands, and the oil prices are very low, so we're very excited. It's about 1.5 million pounds, and it's got to be delivered in 8 months. So it's got about 3,500 horsepower variable frequency drive. So it's just a very different type of equipment. That's about 300,000 pounds, and the pump can pass a 15-inch rock. So it's different, and you can see it's got shredders on the front. I saw on mega shredders, on mega machines.
You call it the Kraken?
Yeah, we call it the Kraken. So it's just different, and this is other products we make, diesel engine pumping stations, and we did all of that without part numbers. So we've been on a journey of change, and we went through that. We've done the entire PLM, so we use PTC wind chill, but best practice. And we did everything in the office, but didn't spend time at all in the shop. So that was a big mistake, because we found that lean is a very inexpensive thing to do. This is something we're building right now. That's about a 300-foot walkway that's 80,000 pounds. So, and it goes in 50 below zero environment with wind, and so it's just a technical challenge. About a year ago, we sold, 3 years ago, we sold probably a year's worth of sales in 6 months, and then didn't get another order, didn't let people go, just thought we would make it like we always did, and when the ceiling was coming down and really feeling the pressure, we all read The Gold. I didn't even know what it was. I actually listened to it, and it was just amazing to me, Herbie, and in his walk through the woods, that just meant us, even though we didn't have orders, but it resonated. And so I made everybody read it, and they didn't like me at all. They didn't know why. Nobody was enjoying work. They were coming in. We didn't have anything to do, and we weren't man enough to let them go because we wanted to keep our team together. So that was just the mistakes we made. And we just felt something coming. And then Josh said, I know you're doing this gold thing, and but there's this guy, Paul Akers. And I said, well, I got to do one thing at a time. And I unfortunately delayed him a month, but I really enjoyed the goal, and it helped us all understand. And it's kind of making me a believer of reading, but I'll probably put that off. But really enjoyed the YouTubes. They worked. It works for me. So, and I'm pretty much attack it, conquer it. And so I wasn't patient. Where are you? Started, was it Nick? Who was it? Started a year, 6 months, y'all studied lean. I couldn't do it. I had one day of Paul. I watched the video and I was an expert. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express and I went to every single employee and we did the entire 1 hour, 43 minutes or 40. I did it like 4 times. I could quote Ashley's daughter. By the time I got finished pausing and making sure, you'd have thought that I was on the circuit. So, and just, that video was great. Love that. That is, that's innovation. I know. And then we started doing videos. It seemed easy. I can do videos. That's not really what we planned. But this is the first video we did.
It's edgy, though.
It's edgy.
Very edgy. It looks planned to me, Ben.
I always have my right? I always put my gloves or tools.
So this is the very first video.
My calculator. I end up walking back and forth with my toolbox to figure out what it is. Right. Put a piece of Velcro. Alright, let me see. High tech. So you fit that. Now where'd you get that back from? Did you just have it? Walmart. You had it at Walmart, so you got some Velcro. Got some Velcro. I stuffed this on there. And then I can put the calculator in here. If I need a calculator somewhere else, I can still take it out. Absolutely. But if I don't, it's right here. It's right there. And what about your pen? Did you already have that? I went and did pen and pencil too, because I did the same thing. You got pen and a pencil? So show that how that works. It's just Velcro, same thing. All right, and you got your clipboard right there. That was what I was giving to you. With the label that Jamie made for me. And I can remember the, oh, how about that? 8 pages. Fantastic. So you get week 1, improvement on week. Thumbs up, man. Thank you. All right.
So I just thought we climbed the mountain, we did it, no big deal. Watched the video. This is not a problem. We were done. And we had a lot of excitement. I was really involved, and that helped but as you know, it just didn't take. As long as your shadow, the shadow was there, it was good. But when your shadow disappeared, you can clean up your room, you can clean up your house, but if you walk away and it just goes right back, you realize that I'm great at conquering a mountain, but I just didn't solve this problem. And so we had an aha moment, or I was just driving down the road going, what in the hell am I going to do? How are we going to fix this? And, I don't know how to change people. It was easy. I got it. But how do you get? And I think the answer that everybody's looking for, I don't remember what slide, was what I saw on CBS Sunday morning. And they did the 100 best companies to work for. And I realized that I had been doing it wrong. I'm a divider and conqueror. I wanted ISO certification. I wanted to be a CWI. I wanted to be, I wanted ISO. I wanted to get meet a mark, and then I was done and move on. And I realized that lean isn't it. That it's not something I can just achieve. And I really, I made everybody watch this, and it was just a little segment about the 100 best companies to work for and what are the ingredients that make those companies. And I turned around and said, I scrapped the whole ISO thing. I don't need to be ISO. My customers don't want it, really. They don't require me to have it. They require me to have paperwork, documentation, birth certificate, and a great product, but they don't care about the certification. They're going to come down and measure me anyway. It wasn't, I don't need a piece of paper. What I wanted was smiles on people's faces. So we go right back to Paul. I don't care whether I make cars, I make cabinets, or I make dredges. I want to just have smiles on the people's faces and enjoy what we make. And so I'm just, racking my head and I'm saying, and Paul said, bring your biggest takeaway. And this was really my biggest takeaway is it's not, and I'm not built for this, but companies' values, employee success. So we started doing that whole values thing, and I really wasn't a mission statement kind of guy. I'm sorry, it doesn't fit my DNA. But I really love this. It was the little red rule. red was a color, and I realized everything we painted blue, and our customers named our equipment Big Blue, and we heard somebody on the radio said, yeah, get the blue one, it's the good one. And so we turned around. Oh, this was, sorry, I'm not a good speaker, but this was my problem. That's me. I went, I did the lean, I did the video, we're done, gave it off to Josh. Yeah, y'all got it, take it, run. That's my DNA, and I didn't realize that this is really what we were stuck with. And not only is it a long road, it's hot, and we've got mountains in front of us, that this is a long path. And I said, how do you change people that have no desire, or, they're just paid for a job. They want to go home, they want to go fishing, they want to go hunting. And I realized the answer is right in front of us. It's there, it's been there for thousands of years. And I had some Indian kids that I hired, and they're amazing people, both of them. One of them is a part of the PLM team now for Cummins, and 15 people, and she's one of the top people, and didn't even know what PLM meant at the time. And I realized their religion in India is so different from mine. I mean, they had to look at the stars. I don't know anything about that. But here's something that's going on for thousands and hundreds of years. And look at what religion does. They have symbols, they have flags, they have music, they have song. What's the time limit? You're looking at 2 minutes? Oh my gosh, I ruined. So at any rate, the answer is in here. Symbols, sports, and everything. And Josh, I'm sorry. So
So sorry, guys. We are in elementary school, so you gotta forgive us. So these guys are our soldiers. So happy to introduce our team. I wish we had more pictures and videos to show you guys. But this is not what we looked like just months ago, literally months ago. Unfortunately, how many of you guys have worked in a place where your boss was a tyrant? Where you were cussed out for doing like random things that were get emotional. So yeah, wow, I didn't see that coming. It means something. It's coming together. So we're
Been there many times.
so we had somebody within our structure, our organizational structure, who was a tyrant, who was treating people this way behind our backs. It was our plant manager, and once we weeded that garden, once we plowed that field, man, gosh, it broke through. So, wow. This is what we're measuring now. So, if anything we're taking away from it, this is huge. I'm sorry. Wow, I didn't see that coming. But this is passion. This is where it's at. And of course, to point out, we're staying on drop cords, and we're doing everything wrong, right? But this is what matters more than anything else right now. This is the first step in employee engagement. There's these people. Because we're stewards of them and their lives. And what we do, like it's been said, affects their children, it affects their lives, their children's future. It's incredible what we do at work. But as it's been said before, work is not just a place we come to. It's not something we drag our feet into. It's a gift. So it's something to be enjoyed. It's something that we have God-given a gift. It's not a curse like many people think it would be. And ironically, we teach people in our schools, in our classrooms, that, hey, you came from animals. You're an animal. And we're surprised when they act and behave as animals. In the workplace, they have no discipline. They have no education. No formal way of developing. So that's our key transcendent cause right now, is working on our culture, working on our people. Once we, like I said, pull that weed, it's just been a release. Wow. So we're learning to identify waste. We're taking up Paul's methods. Kudos to Paul, everybody. This is incredible, transformative. This whole time, I'm really enjoying myself. So this is what we have. This is one of our guys' boxes. Unfortunately, we don't have standardized tools. Ben's always complaining about trying to fill up a tire. He goes to the shop on a weekend or something trying to get an air compressor. We don't have anything. Everything's scattered. So it's just a struggle. Our tools are working us, and we're not working our tools. It's incredible. So we're trying to fix these buggings. Things that bug us. So, and this was a result of the manager before. He had good strides, good intentions perhaps, and he was telling people, hey, do this, do that, get it done, there it is. Here you go. It's Hollywood, but it wasn't real. And we had some tools here. It's nice Kaizen phone we bought from you guys. We have nice packaged tools. We don't ever use these tools. There's no real purpose of what these are. This is in the center of an 800-foot shop. We have brooms and shovels here that have no purpose there. We have a trash can tucked behind there. You know, we have a fire extinguisher behind it. It doesn't make any sense. It's right there. A whiteboard. We have just a huge amount of work. We can't just throw some darts at it and make it stick. So we have a long, long ways to go. And this is a great improvement. This one really happened and really happened well. This is what we use for our palletization. So we use bandings. We do a lot of custom parts and custom things we build. This has been a huge, huge time. We do compound cards. We do the whole shadowboard thing here. But you can see how they left it. It was just totally not owned. The biggest improvement I want to touch on, it's already been, whoa, that didn't mean to hit that button.
Ready to do the
Let
rescue.
me get back.
Ready to do the rescue.
Okay, thank you. This button. All right, so in process strides, morning meetings. We started morning meetings about a year ago. It's been a laboratory experiment, getting our format right and trying to see what content, what's applicable, what are our PYs, what are our pertaining information to everybody, and how do we engage our employees in those meetings? How do we maintain the energy, what kind of things to say in there? So that's been a complete evolution, and it's really been well. We have a long ways to go. I'm just totally blown away by the morning meetings today. The problems, when we address problems, a lot of times they would just say, okay, that's the sidebar, we got to talk about other things. We got to keep the meeting agenda. But man, you guys just spearheaded. I
Just
love
so
that.
you know, I'm blown away by it too. I don't walk into that meeting and go, oh, this is, I'm blown away by it, people.
So training and education, I am a recipient of a lot of training and education from this man right here. Kudos to Ben Hagler for giving me an opportunity. I came on as a welder 5 years ago. I was going to school, getting my education. And some of our best welders, our best machinists, our best engineers, our best people have been people that start out sweeping. People that start, it's
It's the
incredible.
way it works here too.
Yeah. So the growth we've seen is just incredible. And that's what that's the ethos, that's the logic we want to put it behind our people. So hang on. What's your name? You just came up, sorry. Andrew. Like Andrew just said, we want to flip our organizational structure completely upside down. So, hiring for character. I love what Philip said, going to the bathroom and doing interviews. Man, because we start with the bathroom, and we're like, man, this is a good place to start. Let's get some energy going. So we have a lot of initiative going on. So we're starting with the bathrooms, but we're starting to screen people before we hire them. So we're hiring for character. We're really trying to get these bad bugs out of here before they even start. We're going to be wasting a lot of time. Creating identity and values, like Ben was going to talk about blue.
John, you've got to wrap.
Okay. Describe ownership. One thing real quick. This is Al. He's a great welder. This is before and this is after. All we did was a really simple thing. We took a magnet, we put his picture right there and put his name on there. And he owns
Perfect.
that equipment. We do a lot of shuffling. We're kind of a blank palette. We put his name on there and say, okay, you've got 10 minutes. Let's clean this machine up. Come on, let's do it. And just love his enthusiasm. That was not there before. I promise you. This guy was the most sour guy. So incredible.
Okay, Josh, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.